Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the season 2 premiere of the Aisha Sisterhood Show. My name is Honey. I am joined by my beautiful co-host, DeWoo, Erica, Queen Sue, and Dwanice. Say hello to the audience, ladies.
How you guys?
Hello. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right. Today's topic is seven deadly sins, seven heavenly virtues. Before we begin, we're going to open up with the prayer. Um, I guess I will be leading our Fataha in Arabic. Palms up, ladies. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina a'amta alaihim. Ghairil maghdubi alaihim. Wala dalin. Amen.
I mean,
Amen.
Amen.
All right. Before we begin our segment, we're going to take you guys to our first commercial. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us. We need all the support that we can get.
What are the seven deadly sins? Let me explain. And no, I'm not talking about the anime. The seven deadly sins, also known as the cardinal sins, are a group of seven of the worst sins in Christianity that can incite other sins and immoral behavior. The seven deadly sins are lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. The sin of lust is acting on lustful and immoral desires. The sin of gluttony is over-consuming and overindulging in anything to the point of waste. The sin of greed is when a person pursues material wealth and goods through immoral actions. The sin of sloth is excessive laziness and absence of ambition. The sin of wrath is when a person suffers from uncontrolled feelings of anger and rage. The sin of envy is being jealous of other people's traits, abilities, and talents. And finally, the sin of pride, which is considered to be the worst of all the sins.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. All right. Um, who wants to chime in first about the seven deadly sins? Queen Sue?
um, I don't want to be the first one to start it. I want to give the new hostess a time to go because this is a continuing from our first segment and stuff like that. So we had already read into that. So let one of the ladies go first, um, so that they could start where they want to, and I'll just jump on in. If that's all right with you, ladies. All right. So come on down.
Well, I'll go ahead and start. I think that
Yes.
that message where he said that pride is the worst of them all, I really agree. Pride affects so many things. It affects your relationships. It affects how you deal with people, how they are able to deal with you. It affects how you live. What you're able to do. I just think that is so the truth.
Yeah, the pride is a big part of your up leveling up and your leveling down. Because on the last segment when we got to pride, I got pretty choked up because it's always something going on when you could see everybody else's fault. But when you got to recognize your own faults, you know what I'm saying, and then chew it up, and it's laying right in front of you. You know, they say when you look in the mirror, you the person in the mirror. You can't hide from yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that pride is something else because it moved a whole lot of mountains in front of me, not away from me.
And I think
So
that's something that we all struggle with
yes,
in the everyday aspect in life. I know I do. My pride is
mm,
something terrible,
yes, yes, that's true.
and it hinders me a lot. It's trying to get better,
Mhm.
but it hinders me.
Oh, okay. And that's the first part of healing is when you able to speak about it, when you able to recognize who you is and what your flaws is about these different things that we are talking about today, you know, and we gotta, like I said, you know, we gotta learn to deal with self and the damage that's done to us before we correct anything or before we could even let a seed be planted for to grow up good, you know, good crop for anybody else.
Yeah.
We got to be the person in the mirror, you know.
Like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror
Yes, sir.
start with us.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
pride is a dangerous thing though, because it really can stop people that love you from loving you. You know what I'm saying? It can stop people from dealing with you. Because people that are so prideful don't want to admit anything. Nothing is ever their fault. They have no flaws. Everything is everybody else, and it ain't never them. And that's just not human. You know what I'm saying? We are all human. We all made to error. So you're gonna be wrong at some point. You're gonna say it wrong or do it wrong at some point.
And you got to be able to stand up and admit to your wrongs.
That part.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Mhm.
Part of growth. That's how you that's
That's
how you
it.
able
Kind
to
of
move
really just,
forward.
you know. So anybody got anything to say about lust?
Mm.
Ooh, love.
Dangerous.
That's from A to Z,
Uh,
y'all.
let's
It's a
talk
lot of
about
that
this
in
lust,
this.
y'all. Let's talk about
It's
this
a lot of that in
lust.
this day and
Okay.
age. A lot of that in this day and age. Everybody
What
want to
you say?
use love,
Mm.
but a lot of people are in lust. They're not in
31.
love.
We got 30.
I
Yeah.
think
Big
people think
difference.
it's love and it really is lust.
Mhm.
It's a big difference. It's a big difference between love and lust.
Yes,
Mm.
it is. Love is an action word, you know. And if you really think about it, all the seven deadly sins can be combated. But, you know, because of our different vices, that's where the lust comes in at. Because see, a lot of times a lot of times people equate lust is an eye thing.
My
Lust is
email
what
is
you
Queen
see.
too.
You understand what I'm saying? And
I think that love is what you
lust
feel.
Queen
is what
Susie
you
said.
see.
Yes, yes, I agree.
Yes, yes, definitely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And love is an action word. When you really love someone, there's some action behind the love. With that lust. Now there's some action behind the lust too. Now we ain't gonna confuse it, but it ain't
That
that.
part. That's
It's a more of a physical thing than an actual, a showing of love.
I think love is I care if you ate or not. Lust is let's meet up and drink so we can get somewhere else. Huh, huh, huh. It's not the same.
Right.
Definitely not.
Right. That's another thing that I noticed, like getting back into dating. And that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, I'm ready to date. And I'm gonna date them all. Like that was the mentality that I had coming into the dating game as a widow. I was a wife for 20 years, and it's something that I explained to my boyfriend. Like, I really don't know how to be a girlfriend. I've been a wife for so long, like that's what I'm used to. But before the boyfriend, it was always guys would be like, "Hey, can I come over?" And I'm like, come over. Like you ain't even asked if I ate yet. Or, you know what I'm saying? Things like, how was your day? The first thing out of their mouth is, can I come over? Or let's go get a room. Miss me with that. Like, I'm well into my 40s. I ain't, like, we're gonna have to take it slow. What's your mama name?
What's your
What
favorite
do
color?
you care about in life? Oh,
Right. Like everybody on
Uh,
go.
And
And man,
they
hey,
not even into that anymore, getting to know you or anything about you. They just want to go.
right,
yeah.
right. They just
well, you
want to
know
go.
what? I'm okay with the go, but damn, can you feed me first? Like,
Please, please, please
oh
feed
my
me.
God, like I'm serious. Like this new millennium stuff, they say, I like you, when you free, let's get up. Like they want to get up, like and it took me a while to understand what this get up stuff meant. You know what I'm saying? Because I had been in a relationship for so long that it was all foreign to me, and I couldn't even understand. Like, damn, we ain't gonna eat. Like y'all just want to just sleep me. What if I got something? Y'all offer me all these sexual favors. Like you don't even know me. Good. I was so scared, y'all. I'm saying,
That's
you know,
scary because if you're
It's
yeah,
talking to
it's
scary.
me like
scary.
this, how many
It
other
really
people are you
did
talking
because
to like that?
True, true.
how, how many people have it just man,
But the
this
thing
thing is
is,
a little scary.
if you talking to me like this, how many acts have you actually acted out on with me?
Right, right.
That's what I'm saying,
Well, see,
sis. Yeah,
certain things are
that's
sacred.
real.
You know what I'm saying? I really think an exchange of bodies is an exchange of your soul. So as you get
That's
older,
right.
not willing to just let anybody. No, you gotta earn that. You gotta dig for that. You gotta work for that. It ain't. I'm not just giving it to you no more. And that's just giving. Just give yourself. I want to mix souls with people. I want to mix the right souls, not just because I can mix them.
Right.
That part.
Yep.
Baby, because
Soul
once
ties
they
are
mix,
real.
then
Soul
it's
ties are real.
hell trying to get
Um.
rid of.
hmm
Well,
Yep. I don't know what the next person is doing. I don't know. You don't never know who the person you're sleeping with, if they're actually just sleeping with you, if it's just exclusively you. And if there's no commitment, like you'll have soul ties from people you don't even know. Like
Cause them demons jump on you.
they jump on you.
That part. Yes.
And you
Yes.
don't
Yeah,
Yes.
even know. You just wonder why you angry for no reason.
Yeah. You just sitting up mad.
man. And why don't like me no more? Like where did that come from? Like I
Yes.
usually love me. Where did that come from?
Yes.
This bitterness and stuff. Like,
We'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
because
and
spirits transfer through touch,
yep,
Yep.
and at touching, if it's somebody walking in
Definitely.
giving you a hug, they having a bad day, it rub off some kind of way. You
that's
wonder
right.
why you all of a sudden feel icky and you can't figure out why because ain't nothing wrong with you. You know,
Right,
And
it's because
think I
somebody.
mean when I say I don't like being touched.
Hmm.
I don't like being touched.
right, right, right.
Right.
That's
Definitely.
touch is very powerful. That's a powerful love language. It used to be I have epilepsy, and over the years with Rico, he knew that his touch, like it was, I always said it was something amazing about his touch. Like he had like this healing spirit, the different it was different ways he could touch me, and I could read what he was saying. But I remember a lot of times coming out of my seizures and he would have his hand on my face. And I wake up like, oh, there he is. And I would be better. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, so I agree with Erica, like everybody can't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't
Mhm.
touch me.
Not at all. Not at
I had a
all. Okay. What
friend
about?
high school with. He was a pastor in the church randomly one day, and he saw me, so he started picking on me like, "Come on, let me pray for you, sister." And from what I know about him from high school, it was like, not
Mm.
you can pray for me over there, but you not let you lay hands on me over here. No, let me stay in my space.
Okay. Okay.
I don't. I know what I know about him. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
I,
hmm
People
Definitely.
get in these heavenly positions, and they feel like, oh, they can't touch anybody. Nah, your spirit ain't jumping off onto me.
Thank God for
Okay.
discernment.
Yep.
That's
And you got to
that's
stay
right.
prayed up.
Mm-hmm.
And ask for that shield of protection. That's what that shield of protection is. You
Definitely.
know.
We got to go on to the next one, y'all. Gluttony.
Oh, it just gives me fat girl thought. Hey, I want to eat it all. I want all the sweets. I want, and I like bread. So give me all the cornbread. Give me some butter fresh out the oven. I want all of that. I'm a glutton for bread. Like, it's horrible, but it's a bad thing because you can really. I think I made myself sick off of that before.
Yes. Yes. It's only happened to
So,
me once. Like I used to hear people say eating too much is a sin, and I'm like, come on now. Like I didn't understand how to really define eating too much until one day I actually went to a buffet, and when I say sick, I was sick. Like I had a super bad headache. I couldn't lay down enough. I couldn't get in the right position. Like I was literally sick, miserable. I was
It makes you
miserable.
miserable.
Yes, man, it was bad. And I was like, Lord, forgive me. I understand what gluttony is now. Like it was miserable. Like it was awful. I didn't ever, and I don't ever want that again. Like I know when enough is enough.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I,
Yeah,
I can speak to that too. And it's just not with food. It's just anything
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
You can get greedy with anything. And it's,
Definitely.
it's it's a dangerous thing because everything ain't always good. It's not good to have a lot of everything.
of everything. True.
Have y'all ever heard of water poisoning?
Hmm. Water
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I
intoxication.
never, I never knew that that's real. Like, who would ever think drinking too much water can kill you?
It's
Right.
called water intoxication. It'll swell your brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I saw that with a hazing one time. With
Yeah.
a
Mm.
hazing, and the person actually died from it, and I was like, what?
Hmm.
Wow. But
I
yeah,
heard about it too. One is like on the news, like one of them thought it
yeah.
they think they was waterboarding them or something, and he wound up dying. And I was like, you just die like that?
You can die
I
like
couldn't
that.
understand it,
Yeah.
but gluttony is definitely an excessive use of anything. You know,
hmm
have some vices that we overdo it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different things fall under that term because it's excess. So
Hmm.
anything like you guys were saying, anything in excess is not going to be good for you.
Right.
Shoot, too much love sometimes is bad too. Shoot.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
feel
ain't
like
never
you
had
smother.
too much love.
I ain't ran into that problem.
If that's a
No,
All
great
but
morning,
you know,
gift,
Lord.
when she, pardon, y'all. But when she say too much love, sometimes, I don't know if y'all experience. Sometimes, a man could be in a relationship with a woman where he just smother her so much. You know what I'm saying? Just loving on her, don't want.
Smother me. Smother me.
I
No,
don't want
no,
to
no.
breathe.
I promise you don't want that type of smothering.
You
Oh,
asking
If
for
I
it until you
die, I
get it.
die.
You're asking for it until you're smothered.
baby,
Smother
you don't
me.
want that type of smothering.
Smother me. If I die, I
Smother
die.
me. Smother me. That's the best. I want to go like that. Smother me. She got
Oh,
love to
y'all
death.
better kill me all that. Hold on. You
If
better
I die, I die.
It's good
Love
sometimes,
me,
but not all the
love me to
time.
death,
right.
baby.
And see,
Bury
I,
me in Vice Lord
Now,
City.
when you speak things out your mouth, you're speaking things into living waters. Y'all be mad what y'all say about y'all mouth on y'all.
And then
well,
you're
that's
gonna
the
be
thing.
Smother me.
you gonna be backtracking talking about some y'all told me I ain't won't be smothered.
Ooh-wee.
If I
Mhm.
this man can love me to death. Y'all remind me about this one, but I want to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
loved to death.
yeah.
Go watch the Lifetime movies. I'm sure you'll think differently.
That part.
That's
All right.
different. That
Oh
don't
my
be love.
god.
That don't look.
Well,
That goes back to what we were
it
saying
is
about.
That'd be
It's a
crazy.
difference between love and lust. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. Love. Let me tell you, and a lot of you sisters that I have had personal conversations with. I tell you for over the years, love does not hurt. Love does love don't hurt. I don't care what you say, and I'm saying I lived that shit. I lived it. 20 years I lived it. Love does not hurt. You can't make me believe that a person that love you can hurt you. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
hurt neither one of y'all because I love y'all. Like it's a big difference between love and lust. Yeah. Yeah,
But
you
see, I
might
also think there's a
mm,
toxic kind of love. I think that that's real too. It's just as real as good love, toxic
mm-mm.
love. And
No, that's
sometimes
love.
Love.
it's I consider it toxic love, like somebody who is addicted to you, addicted to what you the good, the stuff that you bring them, all the good that you are. They can't let you go, don't want to see you with nobody else, won't treat you right, but they just got to have you. You
That
And
know,
ain't
they'll
love,
kill you.
sis.
And they'll
but
kill
That
you.
ain't
Sis,
love.
that
that's
ain't
good
love.
love.
That
That's
is
not
not
love,
love.
sis.
I done been there,
That's not
done that,
love.
and that was not love. I
I,
think I'm
No.
still
I
traumatized.
think of it
That is
is
not
the
love.
bad kind, because I think
It
it's
hey,
bad to
sound like
everything.
an obsession. It sounds like an
Right.
obsession. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
But
that's an
but that
obsession.
ain't love. I promise you, when you experience true love, you can be like, oh, this that real deal right here. This that real
Okay,
deal. You'll be able to tell the difference. You'll really be able to tell the difference between love and
What
lust.
is
You
love?
know what I'm saying?
an obsession.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
obsession.
you right about that. But you know about a lot of us in our cultures and stuff like that. You know, a lot of people are brought up thinking that love is that obsession stuff. Love is just lusting all the time. When you get through with the lusting and stuff like that, you don't want to look at each other sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't gonna hold you together. Because sometimes some people get tired.
Right.
You know. So I understand where you saying the love part is at the real love without without none of those additives of obsession, without that lusting, a person just loving you. You know what I'm saying? For whom you are, wanting to see you grow and now that can go a long, long way. And
Yeah.
that's lasting. You know, just going through the emotion. You know, I've seen couples together for 50 and 60 years. That's love because they done dealt through the hard, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't let go, holding on for no selfish reason, for the raising of their family, for just loving on each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times when the couple get older and one go away, the another one go right away, right then and there, because
Right.
they don't know how to do without that other person.
Right.
You know, so I,
It's a name for that. I found out through my experience. Like it's a name. It's not broken heart syndrome. Like that's the common
mhm,
term for, but
mhm,
it's like it was real. And I remember like when Rico died, and I was telling y'all like I don't want to die. Like I
mhm.
do not want to die. I don't want to die. And I don't want to get fat because that's something that I saw over the years with different couples. Like one would die, and the other within a few months they were dead. If they wasn't dead, they was obese.
They would. Mhm.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Cause
like
that was that greed that they were suffering. You know,
right.
greed put weight on you. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
That's
Oh
That's
yeah.
the
that
next one, y'all. Greed.
it,
Come on.
greed. Greed
And
put
so I
that weight
fall
on
in
you.
that category too.
We gotta be
Mhm.
one word at a time. We got seven. We got one more.
Mhm.
Come on with greed, y'all.
Okay. You talking about grieving or greed?
Greed. The
Greed.
seven deadly sins.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's the word for obsessive of wanting something more and just going through anything to achieve and to have it. You know what I'm saying? Stepping on all type of toes and everything.
Yeah.
You know, you
Mm-hmm.
don't care what it takes. You know, you can never get enough. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no satisfaction in it. You just keep when you want, you just want for more, want. Like one of them, what's the thing used to be called a Pac-Man thing? Wah, 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 wah,
Mm-hmm.
wah. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, baby, bye. That's what greed is. Going, stopping at nothing to knock any and everything down to get your trophy.
Right.
Hmm.
And
I
when
agree.
you get that trophy ain't good enough. You go for some more.
You want more? It's never gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And you know, you can identify everything just like when people is obsessive with an addict. You know what I'm saying? One is not enough. 1,000 is. You know what I'm saying?
Too many, a
Whatever they're
thousand,
saying, they
never enough.
right. So that falls in that category. You know, And greed can be addressed in so many different ways, far as money, far as wanting all admiration from everybody, far as it falls in all categories of life that we live on today. Y'all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep.
Sloth. We ready for the next one?
Just leave it alone.
I think that fell in the category when you were saying, when you say you didn't want to die and you didn't want to get fat.
Hmm.
I think that came in when, the laziness, and they just
Mm-hmm.
lost the desire to do
Right,
things and stuff
right,
like that.
right.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
when that fall into play as well.
Right, right. The definition for sloth is reluctance to work or make any effort, laziness.
Hmm.
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 But see,
Hey,
sometimes sloth can be perpetuated by depression. It
Hmm.
can, you know what I'm saying? Some
Hmm.
some things can bring on certain feelings. So sometimes we have them naturally, and sometimes they just come because of circumstance.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And
mhm.
sometimes we are victims of our circumstances.
It's true.
Hmm.
Right,
But we fight
right,
so hard to not be that. But and then that's when the depression kick in, and
Right.
then the
hmm
laziness, and you don't
Hmm.
have the effort to do. But then that's when we get y'all. So like, hey, check this out.
hmm
I'm reaching out, y'all. Hey.
Hmm.
yeah,
going through
yeah.
something. Going through.
Yeah.
Yes. So what about
Wrath,
that?
extreme anger.
Woo.
Hey,
Don't
Calling
get
on the
wrath is
mad
totally
church.
back.
different from being mad.
Calling on the church. Woo. To
Don't
give
get
me
quiet now. We
woo,
talk about we getting to
woo.
the fat meat, okay?
Hey,
Only I can say calling on the church, y'all.
yeah, yeah. Um, man, wrath. Hey, it ain't healthy. It's not healthy.
I think wrath is hate. Wrath is
You
hate.
Pretty close. If not, pretty close. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
And I
could
don't,
I
I
think
don't
sometimes you have to express anger. I'm not saying to hurt anyone, but sometimes
Mhm.
you have to get it out.
Yeah.
You have to let it out. Because if not, then you become a walking time bomb. You become
mm-hmm.
toxic
Hmm.
to yourself. So sometimes anger is good. Long as
Well,
you're
I
not
Yeah.
think I
hurting anyone.
control anger.
but I
I think
think wrath
that,
is an extreme type of
yeah,
anger.
it's
Yeah.
Anger
like
is a real
uncontrollable.
emotion, just like sadness and the other things. But when all to me, all of these things are like extreme behavior.
Extreme. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And to me, all of them seem like all of them don't. You know how they say everything sticks together? They all got a connection. Like an octopus. The
Yeah.
arms are on one head, but it's different arms sticking out for each thing that we're talking about. Is connected to a whole body.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. They
and that's
definitely
the
connect.
whoo, whoo,
Definitely connect.
connect.
They
Like
definitely.
connect the dots.
You know what I'm saying? Because when we was talking about greed, Erica threw in something about sloth, and it was directly connected. When we was
Mhm.
talking
Hmm.
about lust, you know what I'm saying? It was connected to the greed and to some other things too. So it's like y'all, it's definitely a connection.
Yeah, everything pity pat.
Now, what about
It's like you can't say one of the words without mentioning something about another.
yeah?
Right, right. You can't. Those are the
Mm-hmm.
seven deadly sins.
Now, how about envy? Envy?
That's connected to envy. Is connected to sloth is
Wrath.
one. Because envy builds up around hatred,
Yep.
jealousy. And jealousy. I was speaking about it earlier today. Jealousy is crueler than death because a jealous person will go at anything and everything to just try to destroy what they are jealous of.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to do something the honest way, instead of trying to be out there and be who they are, they'll discredit another person. or thing to make it be the lowest, whispering, like I tell y'all all the time when we be on the thing, I say, I don't want that
Whispering
whispering gin. Ooh, girl. I said, I don't want that. If you feel some type of way about somebody, tell them that you feel that way, because I think that we all are adults. You know what I'm saying? Why
Hmm.
what you got so boiling inside of you that you cannot be a woman to tell another person you did such and such, and I don't like that, and that hurt me, and you got
Mm-hmm.
to feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And the next person that's a woman supposed to say, well, let me see what I could do to try to correct myself, because I didn't
Right.
recognize that flaws that I had about myself. Sometimes people got ugliness inside of them, and they on the outside and the inside, and they don't even know they ugly.
Yep.
It's pretty.
But
So you so,
sometimes
so
stuff
used
like
to
can
hearing
hurt
that
your
they
feelings,
beautiful
and
for
they don't
people.
even know that they did it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
You know, I was reading an article too. I ain't trying to jump off the subject, but it was about transgenders or something like that, right?
Mhm.
And the people that were speaking on, I think I put it inside of the blog, but the people were speaking, they said they was 4 years old when they was attacked as kids. Like one boy, he got saved and he turned back into a man. But when he was 4 years old, his grandmama used to be a tailor. So she used to put the dresses on him. And when his mama comes, she'd say, take that dress off. Don't let him see you with that dress on. He would feel pretty because she said, oh, you're so pretty. But she was really talking about how nice her clothes and stuff were, but she was putting it on a little boy to making him think that was okay. So he went through that life like that, you know what I'm saying? Until he found God, and he went through the whole thing. But y'all have to read about it. That's another story. But what I'm trying to tell you, these kids get mixed up at 1, 2, 3, and 4 years old. They pay attention to everything that's going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? And if they see that their mama sitting around the table smoking a cigarette, drinking, talking about, I don't like that BITC or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she ain't no good. You forming something inside of their ear and their head, or them disliking somebody, and they don't even know why they disliking anybody. But then they learn to be disrespectful.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
a kid is what they learn. Anybody that mimics you, anybody that adores you, anybody that look up to you, they mimic what they surroundings is all about. So we got to be the message that we bring when we carry things out. Envy is nothing but pure evil jealousy. Jealousy will take you to your grave.
and it's at
True.
an
That's right.
all-time high.
Ooh, child.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
ladies, we got to take our second commercial break. We'll be back in 1 second. Please like and subscribe to our channels. We need your support.
I want to talk to you about restorative justice, a surprising approach that might offer better outcomes for victims, offenders, and the communities they live in. And I want to suggest that in order for it to work, we all have to do our part. Now, restorative justice is not a new idea. Some people say it's the most common approach to justice across the world and throughout time, but that somewhere along the way, we forgot how to do it. It's a philosophy that says getting justice means repairing harm. In restorative justice, repairing harm happens through face-to-face dialogues between the people harmed and the people responsible. For instance, here in Colorado, hundreds of cases are diverted from the courts each year through restorative conferences that bring together victims, offenders, and affected community members to agree on how to repair harms after a property crime or an assault.
I spent 21 years, 7 months, and 29 days in prison for a crime I did not commit. I'm used to the system feeling me because I'm used to the systems feeling my people. As a black boundary, it's parallel to the experience of like the one slave. You can be taken from a land and put into bondage. It's the same to me as being taken from your community and put in bondage because of the color of your skin. Get involved in correcting the injustice.
It is traumatic to a community when disproportionately there is an absence of men in the community because so many of them are serving such long sentences.
on
Welcome
camera.
back. Welcome back
Welcome back.
to the second segment of our season two premiere of the Aisha Sisterhood show. I'm Honey, along with my co-hosts Erica, DeWoo, Dwanice, and Queen Sue.
Hmm.
All right, you guys. We ended off with envy. So the last sin is pride.
Y'all ain't getting me this time. You ain't getting me this time. I okay today, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Okay, somebody chime in on this pride, you guys.
All right, I'm gonna give you the definition of pride is a
Mhm.
feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction from one's own achievements, the achievements of those whom one is closely associated. Um, and it's I'm gonna say it's good. It's good to be proud of yourself, but like we said earlier, all of these deadly sins we talking about extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, um, it's always I. I can't never think of the next person. And I was speaking to someone earlier, and they were saying I don't like them because they they're so selfish. It's always all about them. They don't care. And I'm this type of person. I want to win all the time. But when I win, I want my people to win. I want
Mhm.
those that's connected to me to win. It ain't all about me. If I'm winning, I want my people winning. You
Right.
know, so I'm not greedy to that extent, but like I love the mentality of yeah, I want to win. And the example I used then was the New England Patriots. Like everybody always talks about how they would cheat, you know what I'm
You
saying?
know what
Hey, and by any means necessary. And if you don't have that mentality, that's bad on you. But I'm saying it's a bad thing. It really is a bad thing. Um, that means that I'm gonna cross you so that I can win. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's a way for all of us to win collectively. I don't want to win by myself. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be a
Mhm.
team effort.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a good and a bad thing. It's good to take pride in your work to make sure that you do your best. It's good to be proud of yourself. It's good um to want to do things a certain way because you know that way is going to turn out in a good way. That's a good thing. But it's like with life, it's good and bad to everything. So too much
Mhm.
pride will make it all me, 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 me. It can't never be us, us, us. There ain't no I in team.
Mhm.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Mhm.
Look, I am very proud of myself and whatever thing that I've done in life. But it ain't never I have never won just for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Every win was for me, my family, my kids, the sisterhood. It's always there's always been, you know what I'm saying, like a and there's always been some people behind me pushing. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So when the win do come, it's a celebration for all of us because
Mhm.
it is never just me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, but I have met some people, right? Ooh, Lord, God bless their souls. You know what I'm saying? And they walk around with their chest poked out. Oh, big eyes and little U's. I did this. You ain't did this, and all of that. Pride come before the fall.
Fact.
And I'm a firm
Fact.
believer of what goes up must come down.
Must
That
come down.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but
that's one.
pride it just don't just go on that that you being prideful over your achievements that you have done. Another part of pride is want to be self sufficient and not dependent on anybody for anything. Your pride won't
mm,
allow you to ask for some help when you do hold to make it a team effort. Okay, I told y'all wasn't gonna trick me this time, but I'm gonna say a little bit and I'm gonna get bottom because y'all play too much, right?
See, I
I've
didn't
always
mention that.
I always been a very prideful person to the point where when things was sinking with me, I was too prideful to open up my mouth and ask for any type of AA or assistance. Period. Now that's not a good prideful to be because your pride would take you into a dark hole that you don't even know how to come back up out of. When somebody is standing next beside you, they do love you dearly, don't mind, but they can't read your mind because they don't know what's on your mind. Because that pride prevents you from I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the stuff. Sorry, I've always been the thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna ask nobody for anything.
But
I've been there.
sometimes God humbles you to make
Oh
you have
yeah.
to accept that open hand, to make you
Hmm.
have to accept that handout. And it's not a handout in like a bad way. It's a handout. It's somebody that really loves you, wants to see you in a better space, and is willing to give and contribute to that because they love you.
But the point that you're missing, what I'm trying to say, I wouldn't doubt a lot of people being around to aid and assist. But sometimes people be so prideful. They act like they're on top of the world when they down in the gutter.
And
Yep.
refuse to accept assistance and refuse to ask for
Refuse.
assistance.
Refuse to accept some help.
Refuse. Refuse.
Not even
Thank
accept, ask.
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
So I wanted to bring that to y'all attention because, like I said, it knocked me off my socks and stuff like that. But I am the woman that leads in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And lately, my walk with God, I've been asking Him to let me make my wrongs my right. I've been asking Him to remove any residue of me, anything that's not of God. I ask Him to move it from me all the time, and I don't play with God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because in this walk right now, baby, baby, baby. I have did all I could do for enjoying my life, doing a lot of things. And I'm not saying that it's the end, but while I'm walking this tedious journey, I wanted to be about pleasing unto God and doing for the people. You have to, I've always been a people person and doing for people, but I wanted to be purely pure. Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand. It take a whole lot of work to 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 keep yourself trying to be pure at heart with everybody, and especially to the people that don't mean you no good.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
like I said, this is brand new for me because to that this is brand new to me because I've always doom 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 did that walk with the doors shut around me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of times you might hear it in either way. People talk, she'll go from 0 to 200. You hear what I'm saying? Because it seems like if I be walking around and if I say for instance if I got my hair done and it's all pretty and if one of them stick out like that, it just send me to 500. You understand what I'm saying? Because I try to walk the right walk. And like I said, I pray for anybody that deals with being a prideful person because I feel that that's a sickness.
It is.
I feel that it's a sickness. And I
Mhm.
pray against all ill things. I pray against anything that is not of God and any type of sickness to come upon anybody. And it's a part of the seven deadly sins. So I pray against that, and I hope y'all pray with me so I could get better each and every day. But today, I'm 100.
That's right. Okay, now we're gonna go on to the seven heavenly virtues.
Yeah.
We're gonna lighten this up. We're gonna bring some positivity around.
All right.
Number one, chastity.
You know
Check.
what I think of when I think of chastity? I think of the old Robin Hood movies where the she had that garter belt on and they had Mickey. That's what I think of. It
You
just
so
remind
silly.
me of chastity, like you not no nookie, like
It says the state of practice of refraining.
Hold the door.
Self
Refraining.
control.
yeah,
Help
self
me,
control.
Lord. Help me, Lord.
Help.
Hey, that's my weakness. Hey, I can't speak on this. I
Look,
don't know nothing about it.
Y'all are bad.
Transparency. Hey, listen,
yes, yes, yes.
listen,
Listen,
Mm,
Linda.
that's right.
listen, Linda. Help me, Lord. Because, and maybe it's a mental thing. Like, hey, help me, Lord. I don't want to be that transparent. Like, ooh, I
Right.
can't even speak on it. Like, I can't even speak on it because, hey, it's a sin. Hey, my anxiety, Erica, my anxiety.
No,
I
no,
Hey, ain't that what I
no.
told you?
Just pass the chance
look,
to be up through the TV to her.
I need one. I need one because, like,
Who y'all got me
hey,
crying?
I don't know nothing about that, y'all. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not gonna chime in on this. I don't.
I'm
Help,
50
enlighten
years
me.
old. I don't know nothing about no chastity either right about now.
Enlighten me, y'all.
It's over with.
Yeah.
Well, I know something about it because I
Look,
had
D. Woo started it.
Temperance. Temperance. Let's go. Temperance. Y'all ain't gonna trick me into this one. Temperance. Temperance cures gluttony. Temperance. Let's talk about temperance.
Okay. The abstinence from alcohol is one type of temperance.
That's right.
Hmm.
The quality of moderation or self restraint.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say it just really sounds like self control, controlling of yourself and what you
Mm-hmm.
allow and what you consume and what you do and how you move. It's just self control.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And we all need that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, thank God for that because it let me that then right then when I was reading that definition, like and like Queen Sue was saying about she been praying, asking God for this and that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a firm believer in you ask God for exactly what you want. Like be specific. And I tell people that like in my prayer life, I learned how to ask God for exactly what I wanted. God,
Hmm.
give me temperance. God, give me chastity. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I need that. I haven't been able to refrain. Like now actually going back to the chastity. Like I know that there were some times that I accepted some stuff that I knew I didn't want. You know what I'm saying? For some personal things. Like I didn't want my to fall off is what I thought was about to happen. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it had been a while. Thought that baby was gonna fall off. She been good to me. I try to take care of her. You know, God give me chastity. Give me temperance.
Ah,
Y'all
Who got me
play too
crying?
much.
Oh
Y'all
my
Do
play
it,
too
god.
much.
Lord.
Lord. Oh my
Hey,
God. Okay,
yeah.
now the third one is charity.
Charity.
Charity is love. It cures greed by putting the desire to help others above the desire to hold up things for yourself.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I deal with charity a lot
Mm-hmm.
I
because
think being a part of our sisterhood, we all like giving, we all like doing
hmm
and sharing and sharing of ourselves, our time, our resources, our
Yeah.
you know anything we have really, and I think that we all do pretty good with that. I think we do. I think we all can do better, of course, in a lot of things, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
True.
Definitely.
very interesting.
Diligence.
That's just
Diligent.
being persistent. Just keep
Diligence
Yeah.
is slothfulness.
I'm gonna just keep going until I can't, I can't do anything but stop. I'm gonna achieve my goal. I'm gonna figure out. I gotta put a goal out there. I'm gonna figure out how I gotta get to it, and I'm not gonna stop till I get there.
True.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
part.
true. Okay. Patience. Patience cures wrath.
Woo.
Whew.
I know I'm very patient. I'm a very patient person. You know, I
Did she
think
get really humble when she said this?
yeah, yeah,
It sound like a
yeah,
lie. It sound
yeah,
like a lie.
yeah.
It sound like a
I'm
lie.
I'm a very patient person. I put things out there, and I do wait for the resolution, and it could be a very timely resolution, but I keep the faith, and I'm real patient with it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Y'all got me crying. Okay.
Y'all, I'm just gonna be quiet on that one because I've been praying for patience. I've been really asking God to give me the patience, and and see, Duanice, when you be specific and you ask God for some stuff, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Please be prepared
To
for
be
the
in that
lesson.
position. Mm-hmm.
Please be prepared for the lesson that you asked for, because I asked for some patience, and God really been putting me through some things that is trying my
Right.
patience,
Right.
girl.
Yeah. 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 How you gonna get it? How you gonna get it if you're not put in a position to be patient?
Right, to
You know
receive
what I'm
it.
saying? That I was given a definition of faith one time, and they were saying faith is like exercising. Um, the more if you're not working those muscles, then you know what I'm saying, you lose it. But when
Hmm.
you put in a position to actually exercise your faith, you build in faith. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with patience. Like, you actually gotta have patience. You gotta learn how to trust the process. And it is
Uh-huh.
a process. A lot of things that we go through. A lot of things have to go bad, disastrous. You know what I'm saying? For us to actually go through and get to the level that we're actually headed towards.
Right.
You got to
When we
be able,
just talking
hey,
about that, honey,
you
the
know,
Ooh,
process.
yeah, you got to go
ooh.
through something. Betty Right, you got to go through something.
Yeah.
You got to. You got to.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying? In order to
yeah,
get through,
yes.
you got to go through.
That's right.
Yeah, you
And
got
then you
to
tell
have patience.
somebody how you
Kindness,
came through. Ha!
That's
Yeah,
part of your testimony.
right.
kindness, y'all, kindness.
Kindness
The
is just being really pure of heart. It's just a pure wanting to see people happy and smile, and wanting them to do whatever they want to do, wanting them to have what they want to have. It's just from a pure place.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
Yes,
kindness
it is.
cures envy by placing the desire to help others above yourself.
Being kind don't cost you nothing.
Nope,
It
I,
don't.
I say that all the
nope,
time. That don't cost you nothing.
nope.
Opening the door for someone.
Good morning.
Good
Saying good morning.
morning.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
it don't cost you nothing. Two
Giving
seconds
somebody a beautiful smile. It don't cost you
yeah.
nothing.
don't
You,
cost
You
you
can really
nothing.
you can make somebody's day. You can turn somebody's whole day around with smiling
Yep,
at them.
Yeah,
yep,
just a random act of kindness. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
I gave this lady my car there always with the quarter still in it. She was so happy. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Small
whatever
thing.
works. Whatever works. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
mm,
You
That
never know
small
how.
act of kindness could draw somebody back from the edge.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
That's it. That's it right there.
So true, sis.
I
So
always tell people that that small chip you can sit on somebody's shoulder might be enough to knock them off the edge. So what if that
Mm-hmm.
small act of kindness can bring them back from it?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Hmm.
that's so true, sister. So true. So true. All right. Humility. Our last one, ladies, is humility.
I love that word. I do.
And I think I've
Humbleness.
become that. I think
Yeah.
I have become that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because,
It don't
baby, I
always feel
come
good.
from afar, and I
You say,
wasn't. I say I've come from a long way, and I haven't always been humble.
Mm-hmm.
hmm,
So I
Mm-hmm.
think I can stand with the humility because I'm a different person.
okay.
Yep. That's one thing I pray for. And like Honey was saying about, you have to be careful what you pray for. And I had a cousin, y'all, from as long as I can remember, was the most humble person I had ever met. Didn't matter what was going on, she was smiling. And, well, cuz we just gonna pray about it. And So I was praying when I was actually learning to ask God specifically for what I wanted. I said, Lord, and this was like in 2010. I said, Lord, I want to be humble, just like Cousin Bev. I want to be humble, just like Cousin Bev. Y'all, I went to work and my supervisor, the director of nursing, called me in the office about something that had happened weeks ago. And as she was talking, my mouth was shut and I was getting ready to, I'm like, what? Why I can't say nothing? Yeah, I come out of the meeting and I was crying because I was so mad because God had shut my mouth. There were
Hmm.
things going on around me and I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't defend
Mm.
myself. I could so later that day God spoke to me. He says, You said you wanted
Be
to be humble like Belle. Bev don't never say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look, so on my way home from work that day, I called her. I said, I don't want to be humble
like
like you.
you.
Get this off of me. Because like learning to be humble and come back, honey. Come back. Like
Woo,
like
baby.
being humble, man. Hey, that is truly a virtue, man. It's
Have
a
y'all
virtue.
ever seen somebody that says I'm the humblest person, but you know everything around them? You are not humble at all. Come on now. Let's
Mm-hmm.
cut that out. Stop using that
Yeah.
word because it's not the right
Because you're
word
not humble.
at all.
Totally the opposite of humble.
The total
You
opposite.
know? Hey, hey,
You
but
think you the
it is.
flyest, the
It's a
finest.
virtue. It's a
It is.
virtue, man. It's a virtue.
It's
Yes,
just
yes,
that's a peaceful word. It just to me, I think that means you have perfect peace within yourself. You know what
Mm-hmm.
it is, but you're good with your insecurities, your flaws. You
That's
see
what I
them
pray for all day long.
to be humble
Yep.
like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And just
pray for
being able to
humbleization
own it.
all the time. The
Mm-hmm.
ultimate. And I
Pick
try
your
to walk
battle.
in that.
You know
okay,
what I'm
Hmm.
ladies,
saying?
we're going to take our final commercial break before we close out. This has been a wonderful series, you guys. You guys rocked it out today.
Y'all did this thing, y'all.
Revolution is beginning, but the things will soon ascend. They want us to think we're sinning, cause we don't move and breathe like them. The ground we walk is hollow, filled with bones and tears and sorrow. Not a disciple we do not follow. We are here to heal the men. Earth's been here for millions of years. They killed it in 200, bask in blood and feed on fear. Holding new gods we must sum up. They saw that we were many, so they created these binaries and killed the visionaries. We do not break, we only bend. My body is my body. My body.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Ladies, this was a phenomenal show. Does anyone have any final thoughts before we close out?
I do want to say that no matter what we all lack or what we carry in us of the seven deadly sins, everything is bad and good. You can't take the good without the bad, and we all just have to work more towards pulling the good stuff out of ourselves, than the bad. That's all we can do is work at it daily. It's life is a constant work. You got to work at it.
And I
Definitely.
say just be mindful of your actions and just stay prayed up because
Hmm.
you seeing every day.
Right.
Hmm.
So
Right. I'm gonna say pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? Everything
Hmm.
ain't your battle.
Hmm.
Pick your battle
Yeah,
wisely. Wisely.
yeah, yes, yes, yes,
And
yes.
I want to say to you all that this has been one of the greatest shows since we started doing the Aisha program. You all were very, very, very informational. You spoke beautifully, and I know I got a whole lot out of it by you all. You know, I feel comfortable and I feel good in the space that I'm in right now because we're in a room where it's all realness at. You hear what I'm saying?
That's right.
I ain't feeling no fake petitions, no nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And man, man, y'all about to make me go and what I'm doing.
Hallelujah.
Well, I can do. Hallelujah.
That's right. That's right. But
Yes, God is good. And when I pray, I've learned to pray with expectations. And with the expectation, everything is coming to full fruition. And I thank you all for being in our lives. I thank you, lady. And I want God to give you all, each and every one of y'all, everything that y'all heart desires, from the Rudy to the Tootie. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
right.
Amen.
ma'am.
That's
And
right.
y'all be blessed.
All right. Well, thank you guys. My final thoughts is we are all imperfect people. We just have to strive each day to be better than we was the next day.
Mm,
God gave us each our own lane. We are all individuals. There's really, if you really think about it, if you really believe that God gave you your own lane, you are not in competition with
Nobody.
anyone. He gave you
none.
your own lane, and that journey is yours specifically. And you gonna
Hmm.
ride this journey. We all got our own personal journeys that we gonna have to ride till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take
Yep.
the good with the bad and just and pray for everything in between. I love you all. Thank you all for joining us. Join us every second and fourth Sunday. We are the Aisha Sisterhood, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you all
Peace and
so much.
love.
Peace and
Peace and
love,
love.
Peace and love. Peace
sister.
and love.
Mwah.